29 million people signed a petition. A referee was banned from entering his own tournament. A president called FIFA and had a red card overturned by phone. Argentina were fined $75,000 for 7 weeks of conduct that produced the largest sports petition in human history. And Gianni Infantino's response to all of it was published on Instagram yesterday. He told his critics to meditate. He told them to pray. He said they were consumed by hate, and he called the 2026 World Cup the most outstanding in history. That statement deserves to be read in full because every word of it reveals exactly what kind of organization FIFA is. Here is what Infantino actually wrote. To those spending their time and energy hating us, please take a moment to reflect, meditate, pray, or watch a football match and truly observe the faces, the eyes, the emotions. May you find peace. We at FIFA have found ours, and we deliver it by delivering the most outstanding FIFA World Cup. He then added, to all of you who missed watching kids, babies, grandparents, and parents come together for the beautiful game, I say sorry that the matches are now over, and sorry that you missed all that joy and togetherness. Sorry that you were so consumed by hate and criticism that you missed it all. May football rise above all hate. Read those words again slowly. The president of World Football, responding to 29 million signatures demanding accountability, chose the word hate. Not criticism, not concern, not the legitimate questions raised by journalists, fans, federations, and a state attorney general. Hate. Every person who questioned FIFA's conduct at this tournament, the Somali referee denied entry, the overturned red card, the $75,000 fine for 7 weeks of misconduct, the 27-minute halftime show, the $7,000 final tickets, the brawl at the final whistle, has been told by the man who runs world football that they were consumed by hate and should seek spiritual clarity. The statement was published on Infantino's personal Instagram and FIFA's official channels simultaneously. It was not an off-the-cuff remark made under pressure. It was a prepared, deliberate, coordinated response to everything the tournament generated, and it contained zero acknowledgement of a single specific complaint anyone raised. Not one. The Norwegian Football Federation formally filed a complaint about Trump's interference in Balogun's red card. Infantino's statement did not mention it. New Jersey's Attorney General launched a formal investigation into FIFA's ticket pricing. Infantino's statement did not mention it. The Somali referee Omar Abdulkader Artan lost the defining moment of his career because of a travel ban imposed by the host nation's president. Infantino's statement did not mention him. 29 million signatures from 170 countries asked FIFA to account for Argentina's conduct across 7 weeks. The word Argentina does not appear once in Infantino's entire letter. What the statement did mention was joy, and togetherness, and peace, and the faces of babies and grandparents. Infantino described the 2026 World Cup as a tournament that brought more peace and joy to the world than the United Nations, the G8, the G20, and most international organizations combined in years. He said this about a tournament that required the FBI to classify one match as the highest-risk security event of its kind in the United States. He said this about a tournament where a World Cup final ended in a post-match brawl with a coach throwing a punch and a defender grabbing a player by the throat. He said this while 3 separate FIFA investigations into Argentina's conduct remained open and unresolved. The most outstanding World Cup in history. Meditate or pray. There is a pattern to how Infantino responds to criticism that predates this tournament by 4 years. At the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, facing questions about migrant worker deaths and human rights, he stood before the global media and said, "Today I feel Qatari. Today I feel Arab. Today I feel African. Today I feel gay. Today I feel disabled. Today I feel a migrant worker." His own director of communications sat to his left, scrolling through his phone in real time as the global backlash mounted. Infantino looked up and said, "It's sad that we cannot focus on football." 4 years later, facing different criticisms about different failures, his response follows the same pattern. The critics are the problem. The emotion they feel is described as hate. FIFA has found peace. The instruction is to meditate or pray. The script has not changed, only the tournament has. The single detail that gives this statement its full context is one Infantino did not include. During the 2026 World Cup, he personally attended 44 matches over 39 days, traveling between them by private aircraft. 44 matches, private aircraft, 39 days. The man, now urging his critics to reflect on the joy of families watching football together, spent the entire tournament flying between stadiums on a private jet, meeting political figures, celebrities, and the people whose support he needs to secure another mandate as FIFA president. That is documented and confirmed, and from that position, he published a statement on Instagram telling 29 million people they were consumed by hate and should find peace. The Norwegian Federation's formal complaint about Trump's interference is still pending. 3 investigations into Argentina remain open. The $75,000 fine, 0.17% of Argentina's prize money, remains FIFA's only completed accountability action for 7 weeks of the most controversial national conduct at any World Cup in the sport's modern history. And Infantino's response to every question, every petition, every complaint, and every formal legal filing was meditate or pray. Infantino ended his statement with this: "Finally, I am incredibly proud, as FIFA president, to have contributed even a little to this show. It's a great feeling." 29 million people want to know which show he contributed to. The one where a qualified referee was turned away at the border. The one where a red card was overturned because a president made a phone call. The one where a World Cup final ended with a coach throwing a punch on the pitch. The one where the president of world football flew between 44 matches on a private jet and then told everyone who noticed any of it to pray. That is the show. And Gianni Infantino is incredibly proud. Subscribe when FIFA's investigations conclude and the Norwegian complaint receives its answer. This channel covers it immediately.